What is up, YouTube? We are back breaking down UFC Qatar. Arman Sarukian versus Dan Hooker. Stacked fight night. Oil money talks. You know the drill. We're excited. Early card too. Love that. Big fan of the early cards. Um, it is a stacked card. We are back to hunting. I already did the random draw. We're doing Ronda Ebex and Quattros Calenus. Let me start this up real quick. 14 fights. Oh, we do. Oh man, oh my goodness. For the first time ever, we will be doing a live prediction of a fight I do not know yet. Something changed though, because it has 13 out of 14 picked, and I know for a fact I picked everything. So we'll see what that changeup is. Not even gonna look now. That will be the surprise, whatever. But let's load in. Let's see where the Ronda Ebex are. We'll start with the first fight. We got Marek Bujalo versus Denzel Freeman. Very tough fight to predict. You know, I didn't know either of these guys, so I was thinking, am I going with the American or am I going with the European? I don't know. Toss up, coin flip in my eyes. Don't know either of these guys. I think they're both making debuts. Um, I have a weird, for whatever reason, when they go to Abu Dhabi, I feel like they put on these European prospects, you know, just as much. Oh, I kind of want to. I'm sorry. I need to get this road there. It's looking at me funny. Too low. Too low. Yeah, that's what I get for not shooting at a Ronda Evex. That's annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Bourgeois. First round KO. I don't even know what was about to go on there about the whole Middle East, even taking in the European prospects. I'm just, I don't know either of these guys. So, I'm just trying to find a way to, you know, think that I had some sort of reason to even justify this, but I kind of don't. Ooh, the Ronda Ebex actually come over here. Alright, so we're gonna reset this time real quick. Um, yeah, so I'm going Bourgeois first round KO. On to the next fight, we got Narulo Aliev versus Shaquem Rock. Oh, this is Shamrock guy. Okay. Shamrock's got some hype to him. I think Aliev does too. I could be wrong. Um, I want to go Aliev robbery. That's how I'm feeling. Don't know either of these guys enough to really like be like, oh, this is what he's gonna do, and oh yeah, it's just like debut for Rock. I think also kind of short notice, could be wrong there, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Aliev robbery decision. That's how we're rocking. On to the next fight, we got Ryan Loder versus Ismail Nardayev. Interesting fight, kind of is, Um, oh no, the wind's going this way now. Why? Why? That's sad. Okay, yeah, this one's interesting. Loader, he has a win over Valentin, who's actually not that good after all, which I kind of thought just has insane power. Um, so we got, so you got that win. He lost to Bakoyev, who just lost. You know, Loader's got decent, no, pretty solid wrestling. Striking definitely needs some work, but it's not horrible, horrible. Nurdav, I think this is his second stint in the UFC. I could be mistaken there. But or maybe he's been in the UFC this whole time, but he's kind of been looking a lot better recently. So it's interesting, you know. I think it's gonna be not a lopsided fight either way, but at the same time, I'm not just gonna say there's gonna be a robbery, but I am gonna lean in Nerd IF. From what I've seen recently, just looks a little better, you know what I mean? Um, but I don't know. You never know. If Loader wins, I wouldn't be too surprised either. It's a crazy sport, man. You know what I mean? It's got to roll with the punches. All right, give me two Ronda Ebex over here, but I don't want to go all the way over there, though. What the heck? I need. This is crazy. So that was Basit. We gotta pause the video. Ah, dude, what? Where are these Ronda Ebex? I'm drinking the canyon either. It's Road Deer L. Doritos. Maybe they're just up north. Like, I'm gonna look up here. I'm gonna explore up here actually. That wind's kind of making me mad, low key. And like there was technically nothing there. I could have went further in though. Yeah, let's try going up here. Did I kill that? Maybe I killed that road deer after all. Uh, oh yeah, they're ring necked. Be cool to add one of these to the. Hmm. I'm going for it again. That ends up being a diamond, that would just be so clutch. I don't think it will be, but you never know. Get him? Oh, yeah, he's gone down. You're good. No, you're good. Sorry, bro. Yeah, he's dead. Tough scene for the guys. Who knows? Alright, we gotta get back to the video. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna rock in Nerdy F decision. On to the next fight, we got Bekzat Almakhan versus Alexandra Deporia. One of my most anticipated prospect fights in the upcoming future for sure. Honestly, probably of the year, it is up there. Taporia obviously has name value, being his brother was just number one, pound for pound. Where did I shoot that thing? Let's shoot it over here more. Where did I shoot? Did I pass it? Ah, dude, yeah, I gotta stop shooting things over there. Jeez. Where is it? I'm tripping? Oh, yeah, I did pass. Okay. Insane fight. I mean, okay, it wasn't even close. Right? So I don't even get a trophy rating. So they gotta be in the air, huh? I can't even see what the trophy rating is. I don't think it was that high, but whatever. Um, Bekzat. I mean, let's talk about this guy. Took Umar short notice while Umar was right about to break into the rankings. I think it was, or no, I think Umar was in the rankings. Bekzat just took on short notice, debut fight, knocked down Umar. I'm pretty sure, right? Knocked him down, or stumbled him like really bad. But no, has legit power. Decent grappling too, no joke on the ground. And then Taporia, kind of fights like his brother, Um, he's pretty well rounded too from what we've seen in the debut fight. Um, but like it wasn't that dominant because his opponent in Colby Thickness came in on a short notice as well. I think it was like a few days notice. Um, and even though Taporia easily won the fight, it wasn't like so dominating that I was like, oh, okay, this guy's gonna be like legit, legit. Like I think he still can be really good, especially in this division, in a tough division like this. I think he can be. It's just don't know if he has that it factor like his younger brother, So I don't know. Maybe I am proven wrong. It's a very interesting fight. Begzat, when he KO'd Brad Katona, I think it was like right hook or I think it was a right hook. I don't think it was a overhand, but I think it was a right hook. Nasty. I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? It was just like that crazy. But oh dear. Um, however, I think oh man, I'm gonna go Begzat, dude. I think Begzat is gonna randomly chin him. I think. I kind of want to go Begzat decision now, low key, but no, I'm gonna keep as I'm gonna go Begzat KO second round, random chin type stuff. Um, and it'll be a sad moment for the Taporia family. But yeah, Begzat. We'll go there. On to the next fight, we got Abdul Rahman Yakayev versus Rafael Quera, Sequera, whatever it is. It's easy. Yakayev, first round KO, no doubt in my mind. I think this guy actually is legit out of because I think there were I don't even know. I'm gonna yeah, I don't know, but either way, I think there were like a couple of these light heavyweights that got first round KOs this past Dana White's Contender Series, and I thought he was the most impressive, or he just kind of gives me vibes. He's going to be the better of all the other like 4 or 5 that got contracts this season. Um, it's pretty quick, obviously insane power. Rafael Corquera just like does not throw. He's like allergic to it. It's like kind of crazy how he made to the UFC like that, but maybe he's scared. I don't know. I don't know what he'd be afraid of. You're a fighter, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Sequoia chins him randomly and just ruins light heavyweight even more. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I kind of feel like this is kind of like a layup. This is like a put him on the map type thing. Debut, make it look great. Add another finish to the prelims and kind of go on your way. On to the next fight, though, we got. Dude, I need to find the Ebex, man. It's kind of crazy. It's Basit, dude. I don't want Basit. I'm gonna try here. We'll go here. Yeah, we got Alex Perez versus Asu Almabayev. Um, this was kind of trickier than it should have been, honestly. It really was. Almabayev, I have not been really sold on to too much. I think he's probably peaking. Like, this is probably right around where he's going to be. Maybe he'll barely touch top 5, but just because Pantoja just cleared out the rest of that division. But I really think he's not. I don't want to say not that good, but he's not good enough where I think he will be a champion or whatever. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm proven wrong, but like that's how I'm kind of feeling about it. Alex Perez, that was just like, I know he kind of was like, he actually kind of did get on a win streak before, what was it, Tyra, like, destroyed his knee or something. Something crazy, like on a back take and, like, dragged down some, like, fancy stuff, whatever it was. But, um, I don't know, man. I think I do have to rock Amabai decision. The durability of Perez, I question the motivation, a lot of these things, and Amabayev, he didn't. What happened in the cat fight? Wasn't it a DQ or something, or no contest because the eye pokes, or he did get finished because the eye. I gotta actually, what I have to look at that. Oh, he fought. Oh, he did beat Jose Cho. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Oh, that was disgusting. He just laid on him the whole time. That's why I'm like even more sour. It wasn't really even the cat fight. Oh yeah, expect that against Alex Perez, even though Alex Perez has a grappling background. Oh yeah, Amabayev decision. That's a lock now. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Oh, see, I don't see, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to see. I gotta go back over here. Yeah, so I'm Amabayev decision. That might be my lock of the card. Ooh, no, because I think he does have a chance to finish questionable Perez. On to the next fight, we got Sajid. Is the Gamak? Yeah, I don't. I'm not even gonna say that again. Versus Nicholas Dalby. Scenes this fight, um, has everything you could ever ask for in a fight. Nah, I really don't know who this Gakamaev guy is. I think I actually did say that correctly the second time. What a comeback. But actually I feel like I heard this guy. Maybe did I watch it? I want to check. I'm checking. I don't even care. I'm trying to keep it raw. I can't. Oh no. He's coming over straight from 22-2. Alright, I'm not gonna look at too much more. Coming over from one though, this guy might be decent. You never know. So we'll see what happens. Dolby's coming off that vicious KO loss from Randy Brown, and oh my gosh, big three. That's a big three. It's a big three. That three goes up to 97. What do they go up to? I gotta look this up. Oh man, I am all over the place right now. Some of these guys are big, yo. Oh man. I see some more over there. Oh my gosh. There's gotta be. Hold on, hold on. Oh, 7.98. That's what we're looking for. $7.99. Like that looks big. I want to see what that one is. Give me that one. Can I see him? Maybe he's not. Could theoretically shoot one of these and probably be good. I'm gonna go for that guy. He's looking at me funny. That outside. Oh my gosh. Okay, the other ones are still drinking. Alright. Spread. Oh no. Rookie move. Rookie move. What am I doing? Alright. Okay, let's get back to talking about fights a little bit. Okay, so there's still Jay Chong over there. That's crazy. How crazy. They killed doing that shit, man. I gotta go for it. Yeah, back to the fight. Dolby coming off pretty bad KO loss. We just found out that I'm just gonna start calling him by his first name, Sajid, whatever his name is. He's coming over from one. I still am gonna rock with Izagakamaev decision. I don't think he changed Dolby. I think that was kind of a one-off. It'd be kind of crazy if Dolby all of a sudden becomes chinny after that Randy Brown fight, but I don't think so. I'm a very tough guy, Dolby. I mean, he literally outclassed Bonfim just off his durability and everything. So, don't think I don't think that Dolby's gonna win, but I don't think he's gonna get finished at the same time. But we'll see what happens. On to the next fight, we got Luke Riley versus Bogdan Grad. Um, Luke Riley, another pretty hyped up British prospect. I think he's hyped up even more than Shamrock, maybe. I don't know. Um, Bogdan Grad, I don't think is that good. He's like somewhat decent. It's like very technical from what I remember, but he's just. I don't think he has like a whole lot of finishing potential or whatever. So I could be wrong, but like that's what I'm kind of remembering. But either way, he's not like a prospect I'm watching by any means. I think this one's gonna be another introduction to Luke Riley, or not another, but like the introduction to Luke Riley. I think he's gonna go out there and I think he's gonna finish a Bogdan Grad type thing. It's brown hybrid. Look at that, double lung. I'm one of the best. So yeah, we'll see what happens with all that. You know, just kind of how that goes. But I think Riley, second round sub, he's come trains with that Pimblett gym. You know, them boys, they love the nut hug. No, I'm joking. Pimblett goes for subs, but I'm just messing around a little bit, you know. But yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna be rocking though. Honestly, I think. Shoot, did I scare away the other ones? Yeah, probably. Did I scare away the other ones? That's annoying. Couldn't even really get around. Oh, what the heck? There's... Oh, no. Fuck. Okay, I got some others. A 3 for Mal, my goodness. Alright, yeah, Riley second round sub. On to the next fight, we got Kyoji Horiguchi versus Tagir Ulanbekov. Um, Interesting fight. This one actually kind of is. So, um, Koji Horiguchi outside the UFC. So this is gonna be a second stint. Coming back, first time coming back. Um, I think he was one of Pantoja's title defenses. I first remember him as the heavy favorite that got spinning back fist KO'd, or he was winning the whole fight thing by Sergio Pettis. But apparently he is back on a win streak since then, I believe. And then Tagir is just this guy is very overrated in my opinion. I don't like he's good at control and everything and holding you down and whatnot, but um finishing potential not really there. I just I don't know, man. I think this is going to be Horiguchi 30-27, 29-28 maybe. I think Horiguchi's going to go out there and he's going to kind of put himself back on the map. So we'll see how that goes with everything. But that's how I want to rock over there with all that. We'll see what happens. But Horiguchi decision, that's what we're looking at. Oh, so this. Oh, this is kind of crazy. Actually, I saw this, but I thought it was like kind of a meme. This is real. So Spivak must have pulled out of his fight, and now Waldo Cortez Acosta is stepping in on 3 weeks' notice. That is something else. Not the biggest fan of Cortez Acosta, but I mean, that's awesome, man. That's great for the sport, especially after the whole thing with Deliha, because that's a big moment, especially because it ties into the Aspinall thing and everything. So he already kind of has somewhat of a name for himself based off of that. If he goes out there and takes out Shamil Gaziev 3 weeks later, I won't say title fight, but he 100% deserves title eliminator. Forget Pavlovich. I don't care, bro. I need Cortez Acosta in a title eliminator if he goes out there and beats Shamil Gaziev on 2 days' notice, three in between another fight in 3 weeks. If it's a boring decision, then it's like, it's whatever. But you also gotta respect it. He's doing the UFC a favor by taking this fight. Um, on the Shamil though, Shamil, man, I meant actually, I don't even know. Has he fought since the Thomas Peterson fight? I don't even think that's good. I think he has, but um, the Jairzinho fight always worries me. It's like, this is kind of crazy, man. I think Cortez is. I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough, tough, tough. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Muflon. Oh my goodness. That Muflon's even bigger. I kind of just want to pop a Muflon right now, low-key. I blew it. No, I got him. He's done. He's done. Alright. It's tough. I like cause Loki. I do like. I don't know why. Like I feel like for whatever reason this week you can push Shamil Gaziev up against like anyone like outside the top three at heavyweight, and I think he's winning. I just like have a feeling Shamil's on a mission right now. Um, But Cortez Acosta, I can see him giving a lot of problems. I really can see that happening. He's pretty quick for a heavyweight. And I feel like Shamil struggled with the speed of Jairzinho, low key. And Cortez Acosta doesn't get randomly chinned, bro. Like he's, dang, that's a beaut. Look at that. Got lucky. Barely clipped it. Um, yeah, man, it's short notice though. Oh gosh, why? I want to go Cortez Acosta so bad. I can't. I'm going Shamil decision. Oh my goodness. Wow, doing that live, that one hurt. That was actually that was a tough fight to predict though. That's not no Yakaya versus Sequeira type thing. So we'll see what happens though. But that's a tough fight for sure. On to the next fight, we got Jack Hermanson taking on Make-to-Beck Oralby. Oralby's going up to welterweight, and Hermanson's moving down to welterweight. Big fan of Oralby, even after the Rebecca loss, which does kind of hurt in hindsight. Oh, that does. That is still one of the craziest fights I've ever seen. Arguably the craziest. That was my fight of the year last year of 2024 personally. That was so wild. Um, just like absolute like taking years off their life. Like I didn't like it's almost like it was fight of the year just with how bad it was. It was just so much craziness, and these guys they too tough for their own good. It was, which is like I kind of don't want to see, but at the same time, it's like that, like they went out there and they put it all on the line type stuff. So you have to respect that. Um, I did not see Oralby's last fight. I was at a wedding, unfortunately, but I heard he kind of ran through the guy, or it's like a first, second round sub. Oh shoot. Ronda's. Oh! Wait, I don't think that's Diamond, though. Oh my gosh, that's Diamond. Oh my gosh. Diamond Potential, I meant. Diamond Potential. I gotta double check. Gotta double check. Yep, that is Diamond Potential, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. We gotta get in on that. Where is it? Which one is it? No, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's the one over there. Oh my gosh, Diamond Potential. I need to get over there, though. Ah. No, where he's hiding. I know he's hiding over there too. That's the worst part. Fuck. There it is. Dang, bro. I gotta like keep going with this video because there's a lot. Okay, let me. Okay, so real quick. So Hermanson got destroyed by Rodriguez last fight. They both fought around the same time, Oralby and Hermanson, whatever. I don't know how I feel about Hermanson going down to welterweight. I don't know how I feel about it. I think these guys are way more skilled. I do believe in lighter man skill. Um, I do think though he will have a physicality advantage even over a guy like Oralby who loves to implement the grappling and whatnot. So with that being said, it is. an interesting fight. I don't think this is one where Oralby runs through him, and if he does, I think that's a pretty good win, even if it's Hermanson at welterweight. That's still no joke to run through Hermanson. Actually, fucking RoboCop just. Oh, there's no way that just happened. Oh, there's no way that just happened. Oh no. Oh no, I can't even get the Ronda. Oh, I can't stop the video too because I gotta reset the internet. Oh, I guess we'll start off next video trying to get that Ronda. Oh, that's so unfortunate, dude. This Wi-Fi is so garbage. Oh, dude. Well, now I guess I can just talk about the fights, but that is horrible. That really just happened? Dude. At least it didn't happen after I shot it. Honestly, that would have been that's where I would have been mad. That's where I would have said I cut the video. I'll redo it tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Um Back to the fight. It is interesting just because we're talking two separate weight classes. They're both coming from. Oralby has fought at welterweight before, I'm pretty sure, and I'm sure Hermanson might have maybe in his younger career, but I am going to lean Oralby. I do really think the Letterman skill. I think the grappling as well. The grappling skill is going to favor him. Hermanson doesn't really. I mean, it's not like people can finish Oralby anyway. I saw him literally eat like 300 hooks from Rebecca, so I don't know, but I really do believe in the Oralby hype train even after that crazy Rebecca war. And I think he makes a statement with this Hermanson win. I think it's going to be pretty lopsided. I could see 30-27s. I can even see a 30-26. Um, but I think Hermanson's not gonna. I think the physicality advantage of Hermanson's gonna be enough to not get finished at the same time. On to the next fight, we got Volkan Oezdemir versus Alonzo Menefield. Um, this is one of those fights where I feel like they just threw this on the card because it should end in a first round KO. If it is ending in a first round KO, which makes sense, I am gonna lean Oezdemir. I think Oezdemir is just gonna. I think he's just gonna fight smarter than Menefield. I can see Menefield like trying to take it easy with his approach, but I just think he just eventually gets shinned later into that first round, and Uzdemir's gonna walk away with that one. But we'll see what happens. So, rocking Uzdemir first round KO. Not much to really say on it because I really don't think much is gonna happen in that fight outside of that. On to the co-main event. Bilal Muhammad versus Ian Machado Gary, the true number one contender fight in welterweight. Psych. Hopefully not. Probably not. But um, you would have given me this matchup a year ago, like right after Bilal won the title. I'd say Bilal smokes him, just robs him all day, every day. However, in the past year is when I started to kind of like this past year, even though he is insufferable, he is delusional, he is a nuisance to society. Ian Gary is one of the best fighters in this division. I think he is top three biggest threat to Islam in that division at the moment. Um, Probably number three. I think Morales and Shavkat. You can switch back and forth. I think they are the toughest. Um, but Ian Gary, took Shavkat to 48-47 decision. Still lost. Not that that's really like the crazy. That's not something to be like, oh, that's awesome. But for a while, Shavkat was finishing everybody, not making it look close. Ian Gary made it look close and had some good moments in that fight. Then I believe he took Prates up on short notice. Is that right? I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. He took Prates was supposed to fight Jeff Neal. I think that card. Ian Gary took on short notice, um, and schooled him. Schooled him. I mean, yes, Prates had him really badly hurt in the round five and everything, but I mean, Gary was just going crazy and constantly moving. He just had a great game plan and it worked. And even though it wasn't the most exciting fight, he won very easily. He's a very smart fighter, very long fighter for the division. Um, Fairly well rounded now since training with Shoot the Box. His grappling has gotten better for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know, bro. This is gonna be lock of the card, I think. Wait, hold on, I'm jumping the gun. But anyway, I think Ian Gary's a big threat. You also got to think about it. Since he beat MVP, MVP has gone on a two-fight win streak at middleweight, weight class above. I think, right? Or maybe MVP fought somebody at welterweight since. I don't know, but MVP's looked really good and whatever since then. And then Ian Gary. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I almost threw up. Fought Carlos Prates. Prates, since then, insane KO over Jeff Neal and then now Leon Edwards. Ian Gary is looking better and better every day, and I can't believe this is coming out of my mouth. I can't believe what I've been saying the past like 2 minutes is coming out of my mouth. Ian Gary's a problem. Bilal Muhammad, I think he realizes he's never getting a title shot again. I think he truly realizes that. UFC was threatening strip him apparently after, not right after he pulled out the Shavkat fight, but if he didn't stay on that Montreal card or whatever against JDM, they were threatening to strip him apparently. I don't know if that's true. UFC does not want him as champion again. They will do everything in their power to make sure he's not. He, I don't think Bilal is dumb. I think he recognizes that. I think, I don't know actually. Maybe, because this is a crazy matchup to take, honestly. But maybe he got his hand kind of forced to take this. But I think Bilal is, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's done contending. I think he's going to go out there and first round is going to be somewhat slow in the beginning, but then I think Ian Gary's going to start piecing together combos, staying at range, shucking off the takedowns. I think Bilal is going to be shooting early and often. I think he's going to learn from his mistake against JDM. Needs to be early and often, but I think Ian Gary's going to make it look easy. Lock of the card, I think, is Ian Gary KO in the second round. And that is the end of Bilal. And then Ian Gary's gonna mess up the division even more, which is good. It's good. Like I said, you want a bunch of these guys, but what do you do though? What do you do? I think I wish Islam. I have a bad feeling Islam's not gonna want to be active, especially after winning the second belt. Would love it though. That'd be so awesome, especially since he has his work cut out for him. But he's calling for number 8 Usman, to be his next opponent, or he's calling for Ilya at the White House at welterweight. He's picking these opponents. It's just no big deal though. It's whatever. Yeah, so I mean, I think Ian Gary, if he beats Bilal, you should argue he's next, especially since he took that fight on short notice against Prates. Um, It depends how he does it, though. If he does it by decision, no, it's not him next. It should be Morales. If he does it by KO in the first round, probably should be him, which sucks. But Brady was like up there. He was he technically number one contender? No, he wouldn't have been. He would have been two. Yeah, Brady was two. And I know Bilal is now two because obviously JDM got demoted to one Islam champion, but Ian Gary would technically beat roughly the number one contender, guy that just was champion 6 months ago. I don't know. We'll talk about it when we cross that bridge. We will break down welterweight and how we should shape it up. We'll see what happens. Watch Bilal randomly overhand chin Ian Gary and just break the MMA world. That would be insane. Dude, I would call for a Bilal title shot if that happened. That's how insane that would be, but that won't happen. On to the main event, though. We got Arman Sarukian versus Dan Hooker. Um, this one's kind of easy in my books, too. Like, yes, there's a part of me that thinks Hooker can catch Arman with some random stupid shit, like a knee or, a hook, like something stupid. Because Arman does kind of leave himself open on the feet sometimes. But I think Arman's going to be early and often with the grappling as well, man. I think. And Dan Hooker, dude, I think he's still kind of overrated. Like, I think the Gamrot win, even though it was close, I think I had it for Gamrot. If not, it was very close. Like, I wasn't mad when they gave it to Hooker, even though I bet Gamrot is like, I don't think he's that good. I don't know, like top five good in the stack division, but the win streak is kind of it's pretty impressive. It is. I don't know, man. I just think Arman's gonna get this one done. I think Arman's gonna get a submission here. Third round sub Arman. Shake the world. Call out Ilya Taporia. Scenes. Taporia will probably be there since brothers fighting. And I think Taporia will start talks with the UFC on who he will be fighting next. Or it'll at least be announced. Probably be announced, if not in talks, come this upcoming week because him and his brother, they don't do training camps and fights on the same time. They do one brother fights and then they do hop in the training camp and kind of go from there. So I think after the Poria result, regardless of what happens there, we'll hear Ilya news within the next week, maybe 2 weeks. Who knows? Oh yeah, probably 2 weeks after what's it called? Thanksgiving. Actually, that's an American thing. Well, yeah, well, the UFC, bro, whatever. Um, yeah, I mean, great card. I'm excited. I don't think I'm nervous for anything, honestly. Maybe if Arman loses, I'd be kind of nervous. No, I don't know. I'm not. Just don't really care enough. But yeah, it's been really YouTube. It's been tough, man. It's tough. think all these champions are inactive, or they're going to be inactive. Um, and like Ilya's one of them, dude. Like I love Ilya, one of my favorite fighters in the world, man. Inactive. It's fuck. Like I get it, the whole brother thing, but like, dude, you're holding up a division. Hamza, haven't heard anything. And granted, it is somewhat premature. It's only been 3 months. Haven't heard anything. These are the guys you need to be fighting, like, coming up soon. Because when Ramadan starts, that's like a 4 month, like, hiatus where you won't see them. Because they do Ramadan, and then they have to start the training camp after. So, Um, which also makes me respect Magomed Ankalaev more. Like that was impressive that he did that. Risky, so and he still won. He beat Pereira that first time. That was kind of crazy, but yeah, I think eh, you know, Islam I don't think we're gonna see for a while. Actually maybe, dude. I could see Islam maybe be active. Or at least get another fight in before Ramadan. And then we'll probably see him at the end of next year or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So much can happen. But yeah, it's been real YouTube. We'll break down or we'll recap the fights on uh probably Sunday. Oh, maybe Saturday. Yeah, it's early card. Maybe Saturday. If not Sunday, worst case scenario Monday. You know the drill. But it's been real. I'll talk to you later. Whatever. Goodbye.